Today, I have a news story out that tells us that perfect election in 2020, remember the one that Chris Krebs said was the most secure in American history? It wasn't. Mm-hmm. And in fact, we knew going in, the United States intelligence agencies knew going in it wouldn't be the most secure election in American history. We now have confirmed that both Iran and China hacked into voter registration databases and used that data for malinfluence measures, and other things in the 2020 election. But today's story is very important. It shows that in the beginning of the 2020 election season, while a lot of people were babbling we had a great secure system, the intelligence community assessed unanimously that our election systems were highly vulnerable to foreign penetration. Voting machines less likely in the present, more likely in the future. But the voter registration databases, which, by the way, just a few months later got hacked by Iran and China, were assessed to be extraordinarily vulnerable. And then the intelligence committee said what would likely happen if those voter databases were breached, that foreign powers like China and Iran might try to vote in the election on behalf of other peoples. What do we know now happened? We know the FBI intercepted tens of thousands of fake driver's licenses that were supposed to come in to get ballots for Joe Biden in the 2020 election. So one of the things that is very important for those senators who might be sitting there right now thinking, we don't really have an election security problem, read the documents we've put out in the last 4 weeks. And these are not the most explosive documents to come out from the DNI. I believe Tulsi Gabbard will reveal sometime in May, early June, that there were 18 states that had their voter registration databases breached by China in some form, on top of the one that Iran did. That is a national alarm, and it's been kept a secret for 6 years. When it happened in Great Britain went into great alarm in 2024. There were recriminations and reforms. I think that moment in May, when each state gets notified, hey, your voter data was compromised by China and it was used in this way, that could be an awakening moment and perhaps change the debate in the Senate. Otherwise, I think John Thune's grand old procrastinator party, the GOP, grand old procrastinators, probably won't get the bill done.